guys, welcome to the Hub of Leadership. This is the second episode of the one and only podcast that going to nothing inakuletea leaders close to you. Kumbuka vile tunasema kila siku, our slogan, a leader without a vision is an illusion, and a vision without a leader is also an illusion. So today I'm delightful to be joined by Honorable Mheshimiwa incoming MCA Kabiro, Honorable Maxwell. Mimi nitaongea nyingi kumuhusu, but today it's all upon you. Vile tunasemanga, it's the person you kuamua leo show. Uliza swali, usiogope. Honorable Maxwell.
Yes, Kiongozi.
MCA. Nickname ni MCA na bado incoming MCA. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
So welcome to the Hub of Leadership. This is the only podcast in the world not vile tumesema. Yenye inaleta leaders close to the people. So I want to give you time. Introduce yourself for Dagoretti North, Kabiro wado wakujue.
It's an honor. Dear Kenyans, Nairobians, Dagoretti North residents and Kabiro residents, kwa majina naitwa Honorable Maxwell Changilwa Amugune, aka MCA. Now I'm happy to be here. I'm a plumber, a project manager, a site workers' rights activist, and the incoming MCA Kabiro. I want to thank you so much for the support, yeah, Boom family, and it's really an honor to be here and to be part of this family. Thank you so much.
Nimesikia titles ni nyingi, nimeshika tu project manager na incoming MCA. Hiyo ndio ya maana zaidi.
Site workers rights activist. Na nimesahau wengine. I am the chairman wa United Green Movement and a Maraga supporter in Kenya na in Dagoretti North. So ukiwa pa Dagoretti North, Maraga kijana yake ni mimi.
Umesikia titles ni nyingi, lakini on today's business tunataka mheshimiwa aongee with the people of Kabiro Dagoretti North. So mheshimiwa,
yes,
we will just jump into the questions. Hiyo ndo kazi imetuleta hapa leo, si ndio?
Asante.
So how do you intend to improve the livelihood of the people of Kabiro? Sai.
Kabiro,
kwanza nipe brief history. Hii Kabiro wewe umezaliwa hapa vile najua.
Yes. I have a very long history ya Kabiro. Na kuna vitu mingi sana ambazo tunataka kugusia. Kwanza mimi nilizaliwa Kabiro. I was born in Kabiro. Then my dad got sick, got unwell. He divorced with my mom. Akapass. So I had to go home. Nilirudi Shags, but I was born in Kabiro, Muslim area. My dad took me back to Shags. Then my dad died. My mom had divorced my dad, and I had to stay with my auntie for almost 12, 13 years. So I've been raised by a single mother, who is not my mother, but my auntie. And then I came back to Nairobi, and I landed back to Kabiro, Muslim area. And I made Kabiro my home. So there are challenges. Pali nilianzia, kuna challenges zilikuwa mingi sana nikiziona. Kutoka hiyo time, kutoka nirudi nikaingia campus, nikiwa tu hapa mtaani, kuna vitu mingi sana ambazo zinatu affect directly. Na ukiona nimesimama kama kijana, mimi husema healthcare. Mambo ya security, mambo ya barabara. Hizi vitu zinatu affect direct. Hii mambo ya takataka, get. This is something that affects us directly. Mambo ya maji. There are things that they are affecting us directly. Na ni policies tu tunahitaji. So mimi ku stand up, I'm not standing up kutetea kitu moja. Nasimama kutetea kila kitu ambacho kinatusumbua hapa Kabiro. Kuna vitu ambazo mimi nimeziona na macho na nataka sana kuzishughulikia. But sisi kama viongozi, at times we calm down and engage. We don't just atusemi tu tunakuja kuwafanyia ambacho sisi tunaleta. Mimi nimeona healthcare ni mbaya, si ndio? There is a dispensary that was to be here in Kabiro, but it has never been actualized. Mambo ya takataka nimejaribu kusukuma, nimepush pale Muslim takataka ilitolewa, si ndio?
Hapa pia wametoa
hapa chini pia wametoa. Yeah. So we are trying to push. Kila social media I'm there. I'm really active. Juu sitaki tu nikuwe nimeanza hii mambo nikiingia kwa serikali, but saa hizi if I'm out and I cannot push the current leaders to do what they were elected to do,
yes,
then I'll be not doing anything for the community. But I want my people to speak out. Juu shida ambayo mimi nimeona, labda si shida zote, si ndio? Kuna shida ambayo wewe unaona. Na ungependa kuniambia kiongozi, hapa kuna shida. Na ukiguza hizi zingine. So sisimame tu kushughulikia shida moja. Nasimama kuguza kila shida. every challenge that we are going through lazima tubadilishe. Thank you so much.
Mmemsikia that mheshimiwa vile amejieleza. As we continue, kumbuka this program is sponsored by Boom Family and Boom Entertainment Podcast. Please like, share and subscribe to our platforms so that we can continue bringing you these wonderful leaders. So mheshimiwa, nikikuuliza what is your most top priority for development ya Kabiro sai if you are elected?
If I'm elected now, my top priority ni healthcare na security. These are things that zimeni affect directly. Personally nilibiwa simu na phone snatcher pale juu KBS. Na kenda nayo. And I was thinking about that thing. Nikasema hii ni kitu ambayo imeni affect. Mimi ni kijana ambaye niko na nguvu, lakini sina mbio, sina uwezo wa kufikia huyo jamaa anirudishie simu yangu. What about an old mzee? What about our parents? So Kabiro haina police station.
Yeah.
Haina police post. This is something we should be working on. So nilibiwa simu, I had to go to report to another ward, which was heartbreaking because my own area yenye iko na watu more than 34,000 haina police post. Our leaders kutoka kitambo wamekuwa wakisema mambo ya security wanaeka mulika mwizi, but sasa hizi vitu zimechange. What we need is a way to tackle these challenges za wizi. Kuna vijana ambao wako idle, wapewe kazi. Kuna mambo insecurity ambayo inaendelea, tujue nani ambaye kama hajapewa kazi bado anaendelea na hizi mambo za wizi. So we need a police post in Kawangware that is functional, not just a police post. Juu nimeona police post ambazo unaenda kureport wanakuambia wanacheka, wanakuambia hiyo ni kesi tumezoea ya simu. The other thing I'm going to tackle is healthcare. Nimesema healthcare. In 2009 a medical center, Kabiro something healthcare center was requested, 209. In 2016 that medical center was approved to come to Kabiro. Ushaiona nini dispensary hapa Kabiro? Was in that thing was requested in 2009, it was approved in 2016 under the current leader. So najua ni sisi kama wananchi kuna information ambazo hatuna, but we need a dispensary in Kabiro. The reason why I'm touching on healthcare, this is something that has affected me directly. Nilikuwa pale FPFK kanisa, nikakaa asubuhi, by 10 nilikuwa karibu naanguka chini, nikatoka nje juu ya food poisoning. Nilifika kwa choo nikaanguka, nikazima for a while, nikashindwa if this is something that is happening to me. Na after nimetoka, I went out, nikapata hospitali karibu zote zimefungwa, so I had to go to another, not even a ward, to another constituency to be treated of food poisoning. If it was somebody else who could not afford that treatment, angekufa. So our people will die because they don't have these facilities available. So we need to ensure that our people, healthcare watu wetu, mtu akifanyikiwa na kitu ambayo nilipitia, juu ni food poisoning, sijui kama mtu alinikia sumu, sijui kama ni chakula nakula hapa ground, huku ni Nairobi, right?
Yeah.
We are here, Nairobi sisi wote tunatafuta. But hizi mambo healthcare na security, this is our first priority things that we're going to tackle. As a young person, I'm energetic na niko na nguvu.
Yeah.
I will deal with these things. I'm a good speaker. Kazi ya mheshimiwa ni nini? Kuongea, lazima county ilete hizi vitu. It's not me to do them, but kama kulikuwa na hospitali ambayo iliaproviwa dispensary ikuje pale Kabiro in 2016, mbona haijakuja? Kutoka 2016 mpaka saa hizi ni 10 years. Mbona haiko? It was approved. What is the problem? Kuna watu wananiambia police post hatuwezi weka Kabiro juu kuna space. Kwa chief si kuna space. Mbona usiweke hiyo container moja hapo tukiwa na police post?
Level on kwa chief. Hapa Kabiro area ya Magedondia it's more worse. Unasema KBS but I can tell you Kabiro.
Yes.
Magedondia is so worse. Na kuna uwanja they can use it to just put one container.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need an operational police post that itakuwa inashughulikia hii area. Kuwe na msako kila mara to make sure our community is safe. Juu healthcare na security ndio vitu zinatugusa kwanza.
So, I believe you are the founder of Heart Touch Kenya.
Yes.
As a founder, kuna leadership skills kwa nazo.
Yes.
Sometimes najua tu human beings are to error.
Yes.
Maybe kwa foundation kuna challenge imetokea.
Yes.
Hizi challenges zikitokea ni kama gani na how do you tackle them? Do you know? Sema kila mtu ako perfect.
Yeah, sure. The first thing I will tell you, I came up with #Touch Kenya. #Touch Kenya is a charity organization. I came up with #Touch Kenya ndio ni audit my lifestyle. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be a thief. I've not stolen anything from anyone. I first founded Max Care Plumbing Solution. That is my first company. Then I came up with #Touch Kenya, so that 10% from Max Care Plumbing Solution will be going to #Touch Kenya to give back to the community, because I want to give back to the community. But one thing you don't know is #Touch Kenya is owned by me, but it's not led by me. Ukienda social media uangalie pages na everything, the CEO, I'm not the CEO of #Touch Kenya. I choose to give money to some other people who will use them well. Juu nikiwa na NGO na niko na kampuni, nikiweka pesa si nitafanya tu mchezo nayo. But I want to audit myself. I want to be that leader who people desire to have. Integrity. Najua, I want to see if I can give back to the community. Max Care Plumbing Solution imekuwa iki-exist for the past 5 years. #Touch Kenya imekuwa 10%, any amount. Nikienda pale, kampuni ikiwa ndogo, you don't earn a lot of money. Nenda unapata 10k, 5k, but una make sure kwa 5,000. I have 500 shillings ambayo I'm giving back to the society. Hii pesa wacha niweke pale. So I created #Touch Kenya and I gave it to my friend. Nikamwambia take care of #Touch Kenya, but I'll be giving a part of my 10% from my salary, from #Touch Kenya and my salary to #Touch Kenya, so that it can help the community. And I really want this organization to help people in Kabiro, because najua MCA saa zingine hakuna pesa uko nayo, si ndio? But uko na mshahara, uko na kila kitu, but you can only help people through an organization that is led by someone else. If you are an organization running today, nikupe pesa, you give the support to the right people.
Yeah.
But mimi nikisema nipeane pesa, nitakuwa na something, but I don't want favorism in all that. I want to ensure that I'm a leader who cares about the people. So that is why so there are challenges in #Touch Kenya, but I've tackled them by ensuring that I have a team that takes charge of giving back to the community, not me. But I'm giving back to the community through that. Yes.
So mimi first guys, mtani allow, I have to congratulate Mheshimiwa on that. I want to give him my kudos on that. So questions will be tough a bit.
Let's flow. Kiswahili, English, let's flow.
Let me keep this one aside.
Yes.
Tell us about UGM kidogo. You know tunasema you're a candidate of UGM, people just know UGM David Maraga.
Yes.
Waelimishe kidogo ndo wasione UGM kwa shati wanashinda UGM.
So United Green Movement Party ndio chama ya Maraga. Hii ndio the only party ambayo it cares about youths. The only party with the largest number of young people as aspirants is United Green Movement. Now me being the chairman of United Green Movement in Dagoretti North means that I want to ensure that this party has candidates in Dagoretti North. If whether you're of which position and you want to run under UGM, CAM will give you a chance. This party first of all, we are led by a leader who is very clean, a leader of integrity. We are not corrupt. You know, I've been to so many parties. Na nikianza pale nilisema mimi ni mtu wa mjei, si ndio?
Yeah.
Na nimekuwa kwa site na nilikuwa natafuta chama ya kurana naye. Parties mingi sana uko nafika hapo wanakuambia mtu wa mjengo wewe natafuta kazi nyingine ya kufanya. You get? Wanaona ni kama you don't have money. But United Green Movement is a party that embraces you the way you are. because it understands that the change that we need is from these young people. So it has embraced young people and brought young people together so that we can bring the change that we need in this country. We are a party, we being a green party, United Green Party, it means that we are ecocentric. You get? Sisi ni watu ambao tunaangalia mazingira. A green party that takes care of the environment. We want to ensure that green economy is, you get, pollution and all that. Environmentalism. We want to ensure that our environments are clean. This is a party that takes care of the environment and ensures that our global system is working well. Social justice and equality. Mazee, tuendelee.
Nani wewe?
So vitu mingi tunaangalia vitu mingi. Our party, remember the rule of law. We are a party that upholds the rule of law. Remember the leader that we elect with, Honorable David Kenani Maraga, is someone who upholds integrity, that the rule of law. So we want to ensure that hii mchezo tunaona hapa Kenya, hii mambo ya corruption, hii mambo ya wizi haitakuwa. So this is a party that we want leaders who wamejiangalia wakajua we are leaders of integrity, and we are going there not to benefit from the people's money, but we want to ensure that value reaches the common mwananchi. So basically, United Green Movement is a party that is going to change Kenya. Yes, I believe in UGM.
Thank you. At least as people, you have the concept of UGM, their values, and the vision of UGM. I'm assuming UGM is being led by the former Chief Justice, Dr. David Maraga.
You need Chama Maraga.
Chama Maraga.
Not just led. Chama Maraga.
Sawa.
Yes.
We want to move on with the question. So naweza rudi kwa hizo ngumu.
Narua tuzonge.
So what does equality mean to you? Do you think in Kabiro ward kuna ile equality yenye nafaa ama, and kama hakuna wewe una to promise nini to uphold that equality?
Equality basically is equal distribution of resources to everyone. If you were to get something and that thing didn't reach you because there's someone who blocked that is not equality. I told you my slogan is, my first agenda is to ensure that Kabiro iko na zero brokers. Kabiro bila brokers.
Yeah.
That is my slogan. The reason nasema Kabiro bila political brokers ni they are political brokers that wamefanya mambo ilikuwa ngumu. Na nimesema the first thing we need to do is to reset. My president says that reset, restore and rebuild. When I say my president, I mean Maraga, because that is my party leader.
Yeah.
So he says reset, restore, rebuild. What does he mean by reset, restore, rebuild? Reset, when we come down hapa Grao, we need to reset things. We need to ensure that Grao, kuna wale wa jamaa wanasemanga takulink na mweshi. Hawa watu inafaa watoke kwa hiyo chain. Mbona, why are you there? You don't need someone to reach me. I believe an MCA, a member of county assembly, ni kama mzee wa kijiji. This is someone who should be coming to your home. Coming to your home anytime to just say hi, right? Huyu ni mzee wa kijiji wa kitambo. MCA si mtu ati sijui anahitaji sijui PA ndio amfikie, hapana. You need to call me directly and reach me. So as a leader, we need to break that gap for members to reach us, because you are the lowest leader that people can engage with. So we need to break that. So we need to reset. Resetting means hawa watu wako katikati watoke. Ibaki ni mimi na mwananchi. Restore. We need to bring back. Kuna vitu hawa watu walikuwa hapa katikati wanaenjoy. Anytime I go on social media, I see people speaking on behalf of Weshimiwa, and I'm like, who are these guys? And why are they? When a blogger, And you hear telling us about how Mheshimiwa will come and build a road. No, we need a direct word from this Mheshimiwa. Let Mheshimiwa tell us, I'll come and build a road in 2 weeks' time. Because this is something that we need to hear directly from you, not your blogger. So, hawa ndio brokers wako hapa katikati. Kurestore ni kuensure that systems zime change, wananchi wanakuja directly to me, na they get whatever they deserve. That is how to restore things. And I said, once we restore things, kitambulisho yako ni kura. You know, there are people who are benefiting from Kabiro who are not Kabiro voters. Yes. So we need to restore to ensure that Kabiro voters are enjoying. I've seen people wanabadilisha kura zao wakipeleka kwingine. That is so unfortunate because wakati serikali itakuwa imechange. Now you come to that office and you don't have a voter's card ya Kabiro, or you've registered recently, you know that you didn't vote in Kabiro, so you don't deserve to be. Let's be realistic. Yeah. If you voted in Kabiro, it means that you are a Kabiro resident. So you are entitled to enjoying what Kabiro offers. Yeah. So reset, restore, rebuild. Then we rebuild a system in even if another leader will come into place, they'll never go back to where we were. Because we want a change that is sustainable. Things that will sustain us for the longest period. Yeah.
So, mmesikia amesema mambo ya brokers hapo katikati. That's why I can assure you as our audience, we formed the Hub of Leadership podcast. This is the only podcast in Dagoretti North inakulink directly na mheshimiwa. Hautasikia tukisema amesema ataleta barabara.
Mazee.
Hapa ni yeye akuje aseme nitaleta barabara.
Yeah.
Asipoleta barabara tunarudi, the internet never forgets. Tunarudi kwa the same platform, tunaangalia alisema ataleta barabara. Imekuja. Akikataa si internet iko, we have the videos. That's why we want to link you directly to waheshimiwa. Isikuwe ni maneno ya bloggers hapa.
I love that.
Tukiendelea, as a community development agent, what is your main focus in the line of work?
As a community development agent, my main focus is taking people from one step to another. Yeah. You know, empowerment means that I don't leave you where you are. It means that I make you grow a step higher. Nimekuja Boom family to today, sindio? The Hub, right? Venye nimekuja leo, there's some things that as a community development agent, there are things that I've seen that I can help to grow the Hub. But now, if I leave you the same way that I got you today, I'll not have made a difference. So as a community development agent in the community, it's my responsibility to speak out articulately. It's my responsibility to ensure that there's change in the community. If you see me anywhere on social media, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because this is my community, this is my home, this is where I belong and I live. So I need to ensure that we have moved one step, if not 5 steps, one step higher. Because ukibaki mali ulikuwa 10 years ago umekuwa tu pale na hujasaidia, you know, people only celebrate when they move a step. Hata shule lazima usonge step by step. So as a community agent, as a community development agent, it's my responsibility to ensure that you have moved a step higher. And I believe that we'll move steps higher if we only support each other. Watu wa mjengo na Obianga, it's only if we unite and speak the same language, we will move that step higher. You need change nataka.
Sasa. Well, our viewers, kumbuka this show is sponsored by Boom Family and Boom FC. Na bado unaweza go to our YouTube channel, The Hub of Leadership, TikTok ni The Hub of Leadership Podcast, Instagram same The Hub of Leadership, na Facebook. Remember to like, share and leave a comment. Tell us what do you think about UGM. Tell us what do you think about Mheshimiwa. Ile swali uko nayo, ask, sisi tafikisha. That's our job. Lazima your views are the main point hapa. So Mheshimiwa, if I can recall, umesema you're a project manager.
Yes.
So for how long have you been a project manager? Na ulituambia mambo ya equality kwa this Kabiro Ward.
Yes.
Tell us, una manage the equality ukiwa project manager. Let's say kwa site hapo. How do you do things hapo?
Project management, can say nimefanya for 5 years now. Now, it's not something that is easy, but it grows with experience. So, for the longest period that I've had, equality is defined different. At times, tuko pale kwa kazi, work environment and community environment are two different environments.
Yeah.
And the way you handle equality at work is so different on how you maybe define equality in the community. So I think at workplaces, equality, just general work distribution, how you distribute your work will define who does what better. During projects, we choose who does what better, so that can place them where they can work efficiently. But in the community, I think equality is all about everyone getting. I just narrow back to everyone getting what they deserve. When resources come from top positions coming down, we have resources coming from the national government, coming to the county government, coming to the down to our wards. The people who are getting the resources, the exact people who are supposed to get them. Kuna vitu ambazo zinakuja ambazo zinafaa kusaidia vijana. Tunapata maybe kuna pesa imekuja funding hapa ground, na kuna wasee wanapata hii mambo. Kuna watu wanajiona na mheshimiwa wanapata hii maneno. You get? Yes. Kuna time nilienda ku apply pale. I just want to capture that equality thing. Kuna time tumeenda ku apply pale Nyota. I was there. Ki apply Nyota pale Facebook grounds. Yes, I was there. Then there was a guy there anatembea around anakuambia my apply. So wewe nipatie namba yako, I'll link you to mheshimiwa. And I was like, what are you doing here? These are the people that we don't need in our community. We want equality yenye you don't need to push so hard for you to get what you're looking for. Tukisema ni 70 youths are going to be supported, we verify, we vet them very well so that the right applicants will get these things. Okay. So equality, it's all about, sometimes gauging around Nairobi. I've told you, it's all about your voters card. As long as your vote is in Kabiro and you've applied something in Kabiro, you deserve to get that. So, yeah.
Watu wa Kabiro mmesikia mambo ya equality. Ni haki, si haki.
Yeah.
Wacha nirekebishe. Ni lazima sisi wapiga kura wa Kabiro,
yes,
tupate kilicho chetu.
Yes.
Mark the word lazima.
I always say value for your vote. Value for your vote. As long as you voted in Kabiro, as long as your vote reads Kabiro, you deserve to get the benefits that are coming down to Kabiro people, because you being a voter in Kabiro means you are a Kabiro resident.
Sasa tuende kwa masuala ya siasa. Hapa sasa ndio Mwisha tunataka tuambie mambo yake huko. Ametupangia aje huko mazuri 2027. So Mwish, nikikuja kwa swali ya how will you balance legislation oversight? Legislation oversight tena na hiyo mambo ya representation. So how will you balance them? Tunajua sahi kama right now the county assembly pia ya Nairobi it has forgotten its work. So wewe tuambie hiyo representation na oversight utaifanya aje pale kwa parliament ya Nairobi?
First thing tutasema ni oversight nishaanza. Juu kuna vitu zina happen hapa ground. Yeah. There are things happening here that I've spoken about. I've been pushing about Salim Road.
Nimeona Salim Road
pushed.
MP amesema very soon.
Yes, very soon. I pushed about the takataka in Muslim. I'm pushing issues to do with security. We need our leaders to act. If they don't act, we will come and we will act. So representation hiyo tusiagi hapo, nishaanza. I'm representing my community, I'm representing my people. So legislation. The problem with our leaders ni wamekaa into power so long that they don't have policies to put on the table. That is the issue. We need fresh leaders who will implement policies that safeguard the people. Nikitetea watu wa mjengo mimi husema, mimi ambia government, stop killing us with poor policies. Because kuna policies nyingi mnatengeneza na they don't favor us. Let's say an example of takataka pale Mlango Soko, si ndio? Our problem si takataka. Wacha vijana wakule na takataka, wacha vijana wafanye kazi yao. Our problem ni barabara. If takataka ita affect barabara, we need leaders who will sit down. I'm a project manager. Now anyone who is a project manager, they know how to handle such matters. So shida yetu ni barabara, si ndio? Let's use barabara, takataka na barabara ziko different sides. Go build a concrete wall. Hiyo concrete wall, eka trench chini. Eka maji ikikuja na takataka inamwagika kwa drain inaenda. Hiyo siwe jio kidrain takataka maji. Takataka ikuwe ndani, hii nini ikuwe ndani. If you need takataka ichukuliwe na kwa barabara, weka gate hapo. Ndio takataka ikiingilia nyuma ikikaa hapo, let it be there. We need leaders with proper policies. Policy implementation is easy. We have leaders who have stayed in government for 15 years.
15 years.
You see? So they have forgotten how they can come up with proper policies.
Yeah.
But we have fresh leaders hapa grao. Watu wako na ideas on how to manage all these things. Or ideas on how to bring our security. Kuna leaders haya anafikiria security ni kuweka zile lights peke yake, street lights. See, street lights hazishike mwizi. We need a police post that will operate here.
Yeah.
Ndio nakwambia I'm here to bring proper policies. Na tujaanza saa hizi bado policies ziko ndani yangu juu ya project manager. I understand how to tackle certain issues. Mambo ya mtu kunini, tukue na dispensary na ikuwe na response mechanism. Tukue na ambulance. Naona pale CBD ambulance zakonga pale za county. Zinazunguka tu. Why can't Kabiro have one? Mbona tusipate? We have a current leader who has been in government for the longest period. Na anaweza leta hizi vitu grao. Amekuwa gava sana. Mbona sileta ambulance moja? Wakati nilianguka kwa church, kama sikuwa na pesa nilikuwa rushed OC. Kuna msee angekufa hapo.
Sasa ameenda 15 years na anaenda 20. Anatafuta ya 20.
So we need leaders with proper policies. Imebaki nini? Oversight. I'm doing that already. Legislation. We need leaders with proper policies.
Na
Representation. I'm here to represent my people. The reason I make noise every time. This is my voice by them. Me, I don't talk. Siongeangi sauti ya chini. I want to be heard. The reason why people don't represent their people very well in these platforms is because they're shy.
Yeah.
We elect leaders who don't know how to speak, who can't make a point. So we need a leader who will make a point. And they mean what they're saying. Si ku make point ndio no. Hapana.
Swali yangu ya tatu tukini on political side, I think.
Yes.
I guess it's question number 3.
Yes.
How will you ensure that residents of Kabiro wamekuwa involved in decision making? Hapo ndio the challenge inakuja.
Yes.
You find the leaders, mtu make decision, tumeenda pale, like let me use the parliament, the national parliament, national assembly side.
Yes.
What I make leaders waseme my people wamesema.
Yes.
Like the case of Rigathi Gachagua.
Yes.
The evidence that is provided say inasemekana only 900 Kenyans wali participate for public participation.
Yes.
Yet we have over 5 million Kenyans say.
Yes.
So how will you ensure that the residents of Kabiro wamekuwa involved in decision making?
Kitu tunakosa Kabiro ni public participation. Na I've pushed for us to have public participation too. Kila mali naenda naambiwa tukianzisha hii kitu wanaangalianga leaders anapotea. Wanaangalianga nani kiongozi hiyo kitu anaekelewa ngori. That is something I condemn. Now if you want Kabiro to be involved in making decisions, we need to engage our people. We need to have systems that will engage our people. Nyumba Kumi was a very good initiative. We will bring back Nyumba Kumi. Tukue na leaders wa Nyumba Kumi everywhere. Tukikuja hapa najua nani ndio kiongozi wapo. Na najua watu wote wa hiyo plot. We need to know. Ukienda Kilimani Kilelesho, kuna estates na wanajuana wote. They have a WhatsApp group. We need to know each other in Kabiro. We are 34,000 but tutajuana. It's Kileleshwa has more than 40,000.
Yeah.
Na wanajuana wako na communities kwa kila apartment. 34,000 tatushinda. Basi.
Sawa. Umesikia watu wa Kabiro? Mosh is ready to involve you guys. Ni sisi, we have trust in him. Na pia yeye asiingie mitini akuja atafute miaka 20 ama 25 ama 30. So as we continue, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share, like and follow. Kumbuka pia kuacha comment, juu comment yako ndio itafanya we go to the next video. Moshi, tukiendelea. Hii UGM mimi nataka nijue on youth, tukikuja kwa youth. Let's say, how does UGM support the youth fraternity? I saw you have an all aspirants meeting very soon, conference very soon.
Tomorrow.
Actually, it's tomorrow.
Yes.
Tell us more about it. Sana kwa youth, because you see the Kenyan generation sahi, Kenyan population sahi, it is formed by the youths.
Yeah.
Those are the people tunataka tuongeleshe most, because the decision is upon the youths to decide. So talk to the youths of Kabiro. Waambie how UGM is going to support the youths. Because lazima tujue, if you're selecting a candidate, if this candidate is on this, na yeye tuna support aje kutoka kwake. So talk to the youths of Kabiro kwanza.
I want to state clearly that my leaders always stated it out. Honorable David Maraga said that the young people are the future of today, not tomorrow. And he has taken the mantle to support the young people, the youths. Actually, UGM is 80%. 80% of aspirants in UGM are youths. And it has started by empowering young people to be the change. Because UGM understands that the future is today.
Yeah.
And the future is young people. We are the people with the brains, with the energy, and with the zeal to make change in this nation. So UGM is empowering young people, and it's not. It is. I've told you, UGM is a green movement that is an environmental aware party. So there are many opportunities that are going to be created. Kenya has never had a green party before. This is the first party. Imekuja na ina support, inataka tukuwe na environmental friendly platforms ambazo zita support life. Na tukiwa na hizi tuko na mechanisms mingi za waste management and the green economy. We need young people to get involved in this green party, because this is the future of tomorrow. There are cars that are coming ambazo ni electric, sindio?
Yeah.
If we can embrace and support this party and most importantly the party leader, then we are going to get the change that we deserve. Because hii ni kitu ambayo ina shift Kenya to a new Kenya ambayo we deserve. Tumekuwa na issues na waste management, na drainage system, saizi Nairobi kuna flood, kumekuwa na issues mingi sana. But this is a party that is international, not just local. We are partnering with the stakeholders ambao wanajali environment at large. So tunaona issues mingi na misitu na nini. Now we want to empower. If UGM has given 80% of young people to run under it as aspirants, then wakipeana job najua ni young people watapata. Kama aspirants 80% ni youths, what of the jobs that will be created after UGM has become a national party ambayo ina lead the country? Then young people will have a stake in that party. And I want to promise you guys that mimi nikiwa hapa na Great North, nikiwa hapa Kabiro, I'll ensure that Kabiro residents, Kabiro young people wamepata hizi vitu. Juu mimi ni kama link. Lazima vijana watoke kwa crime. Na ndio kijana atoke kwa crime lazima apate kitu anafanya. Hivyo ndio umesema, si ndio?
Yeah.
Football nini, we need to empower. Kuna kijana ni producer hapa, kuna kijana ni hizo vitu ndogo ndogo. We need to empower you guys.
Sawa. Yes. Youths of Kabiro, mmesikia from mheshimiwa mwenyewe. Sasa these are not the words of McLaus akisema that UGM ita support youths. Hizi ni the words of mheshimiwa mwenyewe direct from him. Mwashi continue, bado tunataka nganui masuala ya siasa kidogo.
Yes. Sijatoka mimi niko very strong.
Aliyo kusema you talk a lot. Sasa wewe uchoka hiyo si rahisi, hawezi choka saa hizi.
Yeah.
So yangu is about if you are elected. Sasa you are elected. MCA ushapishwa, umekula kiapo kwa the county assembly. In the first 100 days, tuna expect nini? Tuambie first 100 days.
I think this is not a campaign message. Nah, I can't talk about my 100 days if I'm elected. I will talk more about now. What am I doing now? 400 days to election for my people. That is what I should be asking myself. That is the question that I ask myself, because if I can't do anything so easy, that is a fact. If I cannot do anything so easy for my people, then it means that I'll be going to churches and greeting them and doing giving handouts just to get that favor ya kuwa elected, then niende nifanye mambo yangu huko juu. I want to offer my services to my people now, not 100 days, not because I believe Kabiro ni Mungu alinileta. For me to be born in Kabiro, it's God who decided that. Ningezaliwa Kilelesho, si ndio? Ningezaliwa place nyingine hata huko Kisumu. But for me to be born in Kabiro, this is my home. Na mimi utetea, nimewambia mimi ni site worker straight activist. Mimi niwaambia watu, for me to go to a construction site, ni Mungu. It's God who gave me that family. So God gave me Kabiro to be my family. These are my people. I'm a total orphan. I told you my dad died when I was young. My mom separated, then she died. I've been raised up by a single mother. So I understand the issues that we go through. I understand how orphans feel when they are not with parents here in Kabiro. I understand the pain of being raised by a single mother who is not your mother. I understand the pain of coming out of the university and not getting a job. I understand the pain of not going to school because I've been home for a while before I went to school. I understand the pain ya kujisomesha we mwenyewe kama kijana. Ndio niende nijilipie school fees shuleni. It pains, it hurts you, but you need to keep pushing. I understand the pain that we go through. So easy, I must keep empowering the young people, telling the young people that we have a future. Let's just keep focused, let's keep united, let's keep strong, because we are the change of tomorrow. And then we must speak about the issues that we are facing hapa ground. Si mimi peke yangu tu, msiache tu ati najua mimi ni kijana, naongelea hizi maneno za takataka, naongelea maneno za security, naongelea maneno za health, but I don't need to speak alone. We need to speak one voice as Kabiro resident. We need to speak with a voice of togetherness, so that we should not be talking about 100 days to come. We should be talking about now, because we don't know about tomorrow. But if I can help you today, wewe maybe leo kuna njaa, si ndio? Si sema ati tungoje 100 days ndio nikupatie hiyo pesa ndio ukule ama hiyo unga. No, I'll come and support you today because you need me today. So I have already started, and I started a long time. I'm there to tafutana. If you want us to speak about anything, let us do it now when you're not leaders, because hata nikiingia pale bado it is the same thing I'm going to do. Yes. And if I cannot start now, I need to make it my habit, so that I cannot go there to maybe do my own things. If I don't have that thing, leadership comes from inside. Yeah. You need to have that zeal to support, to represent, to do. But ningependa kuchanua watu wetu niwaambie, it is not about the parties, not about the person, but I'll urge you guys to ensure that you're choosing someone under leadership of someone who has same visions. I chose this party because of 1, 2, and 3. Because I want to lead my people with clear minds, and I want a leader who will not sabotage my ways of work. At times unapata umeingia party, unapata You cannot deliver. Jumsi yako huko juu anakufinyilia, anakwambia huwezi ongelea kitu fulani. You cannot talk about this. This is our business. You cannot, huwezi gusa hapa. So nataka nifike point yenye I have a party that is neutral, that my leader allows me to speak clearly, to represent my people, kuongelelea hizi shida ambazo tuko nazo, because I know sometimes party wange na kufinyilia, you cannot speak about issues affecting watu hapo kwa ground. Na huku mazee mimi husema Kabiro si nini. So hiyo position tutakuwa Kabiro si Islam. Na we should not make Kabiro Islam. So opposition ainishtui mimi. For you to do something good, you must accept stones. Mti kona matunda inarushwa mawe. Na lazima nikubali hiyo. But siwezi chagua gari ambayo najua nikiingia ndani itakuwa silenced. I need to choose a place that I'll be free to speak out my mind and to represent my people. For me to represent what you've told me, because sometimes what you tell me is not maybe speakable in public. So I need to choose a leader who will listen to me, who I'll go to na nimwambie hapa kuna shida na my area is not a slum. If Dagoretti in a host Kileleshwa na Kilimani, then Kabiro and Gatina and Kangware should not be termed slums. We need to develop. Yes.
So sasa nataka niulize ile swali waheshimiwa wengi wanatorokanga. Tumefika pale pa kusema temptations za public resources. Hizi pesa za government. Pesa ya serikali. Iko na temptation ni tamu.
Yes,
nakwambia ni tamu.
Yes.
Nimekaa hapo juu. Yes. Wewe tuambie, how will you handle the pressure ya hii temptation ya kula public resources, hizi pesa zinatoka serikali? Utahandle aje hiyo pressure juu inakuanga? Umeona nikuje na 50 million hapo sasa. Mimi nataka tenda kutengeneza hii barabara. Nimekuja na 5 million. Si unaona ni tamu? Si hata unaona. Sasa tuambie, ambia wakazi wa Kabiro, hii pressure ya handout, yes, how will you deal with it?
First thing, you say, when you're people centered, you can only be corrupt if you're selfish. Everyone I meet, I tell them, don't be selfish. Usiende kukaa kwa nyumba, tunaishi wawili, let's say we are staying with you, na wewe unangoja nimetoka, unapika mayai yako unakula, alafu unaosha vyombo unarudi. I've trained my friends not to be selfish, and I've trained myself not to be selfish. The reason why I told you how I came up with As Kenya is because I want to audit myself. Yeah. I don't want to be corrupt with the public resources. And I chose a party and a leader who is not a thief, because I'm not a thief. And I'm not here to steal from my people. You have a salary. When you're there, you have a salary. Sijui kama mnaambiwanga breakdown hizo vitu zote. Kuna pesa unalipo. You given mpaka house allowance. Mbona uibe? So, if you want to deliver, as a leader, I believe that if you engage in any corrupt deals, you will never deliver to your people. Now, one thing I've learned from my life journey, remember, I've stayed, nimepitia life ingine ngumu sana. Nikiwa tu hapa Kabiro, nimepitia life ngumu sana. I've told you I've been raised by a single mother, who is not my mother, who is my auntie. And I feel the pain directly. Mimi nasikianga pain nikiona mzee ana struggle. Kuna vitu napitianga na una mzee hadi nashindwa kumsaidia, nashindwa. How will I handle this? Paka nikasema afadhali ukiingia mali kama pale, kama usalama unapewa 50,000, afadhali tafute nyumba ya 20,000. Hii pesa nyingine ya juu, make sure you help the community. But you can audit this money. Mwambie hii na usalama ninaishi nyumba ya 20,000, ama nyumba ya 10,000, ama nyumba ya 5,000, lakini hii pesa ya juu ndio nawasaidia nayo. But one thing nimeishi kuambia watu, if you make a deal with the devil, hautaijitoa ukiwa safe. Most of our leaders make deals with the devil. And in my line of work, I've learned, ukiwa pale kwa site, nakupatia example. Ukiwa pale kwa site, kuna msee anaingianga, anakuambia, wewe ingia wewe ni fundi, nitakulipa 1200, utakuandikia 1200 na nitakupea 1000. Anakula 200 ya juu per day. So inafika mahali unaingia kazi umefanya. Hiyo 200 inaanza kuuma. Kwa nini? You made a deal with the devil. Unajua, as long as you've done a deal, huwezi jitoa. It's so hard. So I've learned not to make a deal with the devil. Because hapo mbele itakuwa. The one thing najua in my life is anything you do today, ask yourself, I'm a young person, ask yourself, if this thing was exposed to the public tomorrow, will I be able to defend it? As a leader, I've learned to do my things straight. Because najua, hii text ambayo natumia mtu, hii ukora ambayo nafanya na pesa, kesho, nitashindwa kujidefend. If I cannot handle Kabiro, then nikipewa algorithm note nitaweza kweli. If I can steal for Kabiro residents, na nimepewa legislation, representation na mali hakuna pesa, na nikipewa pesa ya NGCDF, sitakula yote. So, I will never make a deal with the devil. Anyone who wants to make a deal with public money, that is a devil to me. So I'll not make deals. I'm not selfish. I'm there for you guys, not for myself. I'm there for my people because I understand the pain that they go through. Na siwezi chukua leo nikuja ni campaign nayo hapa niwapatie pesa. Alafu nikiingia pale nianze ku make deals. Kuna chat nilikuwa nikaambiwa inafaa tutoe mchango nini? Nikamwambia clearly, I'm a leader and I'm young and I'm very strong and I want to represent you guys. But if you push me to make deals with these guys walete mchango hapa, wakati ndafika huko itakuwa deni, nitaanza kurudisha. But I need to help you guys, so help me, support me. Ni support wakati sina. Nikifika huko I'll represent you. I won't have debts za kulipa. I won't have made a deal with the devil. Nafika huko nakwambia unajua tulifanya 1 2 3, so you need to pay back. No. So don't make any deal with the devil. And the devil is anyone who wants to corrupt your ways. That's why I chose UGM. Nimekwambia integrity. Integrity. Corruption sisi tuna hate. UGM sisi tunachukia corruption. Na anyone who is corrupt, tumesema wakati Maraga ataingia achukue kitu ni jela. Kipatikana umeiba ni jela hata NCA.
Sawa. We almost winding up karibia kumaliza. Nataka nishikanishe swali mbili because they are going on the same point.
Okay.
What sets you apart from the other candidates?
Yes.
Na kuna candidates ni wengi, I can tell you. Kabiro would have surveyed, I've seen more than 9 side.
Yes.
So, nini na kuset apart from these 9? Alafu, why should the voters choose you out of these 10? Total, let me say 10.
Yes.
Out of these 10, why should they choose you? Wewe even moja kwa wako, why should they choose you?
One thing I usually say is I'm a born again Christian, and I don't drink. I'm a born again Christian. I don't drink. I don't use any drugs. That means I'm a sober-minded man. That is one thing. That is a good quality of a leader, and I believe that God has given me that chance. You see, at siwezi kunywa. I've been drinking before, but I quit. For you to quit drinking means that you've reached at a point yenye umesema enough is enough. For a man to quit drinking, I quit drinking. I've never smoked. I don't gamble, but I've been gambling. Wale wanajua shop fulani ilikuwa pale Ngoro before. We've been gambling. Kuna wabeshe zangu wengi sana hapo. But I quit. Why? I made a statement and say that I cannot continue with such things because they're not great. So we need leaders who can step up and say no to certain things. If there are things that are eating you up, if you cannot say no to certain things, then you're lying to us. So the other thing is integrity. I believe in leaders with integrity. I believe I'm a leader with integrity because I've always audited myself. And I've told my people that mimi siwezi chukua loan nikuje niwafurahishe alafu tupande mbele ukose kazi, which majority of the leaders are doing. The other thing is political brokership. Hakuna siku utaniona na crowd ya watu tunapiga kelele. I go directly to the mwananchi. I ask about their issues and I air them out. we were doing politics ya kelele, kuvuruga watu, kuibiwa masimu. That is not what I'm doing. I will not do that. I'd rather come to your house, talk to you for 3 hours than you talking. But I've listened to you. So we need someone who is listening. As a leader, at times you just need to sit back and ask your people, what is your story? That is what I do as a leader. I love listening from my people. Ni venye leo nimekuja hapa nikakuwa na story mingi, but ingekuwa place zingine ningekwambia tell me about your story. I love listening to stories because I want to connect. I have a story personally, but kuna stories zingine ngumu kuliko hizo. So we need someone who listens to the people, someone who engages with the people, someone who accepts public participation, someone who asks, what is the challenges that you've been doing, you've been going through? What can I tackle? So I believe I'm the right leader because I have aspects that sets me apart from them. And then I'm young, energetic. Mimi simalizie hapo. I still have time. I'm young. Most of the people wanakujanga wamechoka. Ni mtu anasema sina kazi. Hapa ndio nataka kuingia. Mazee, mimi nimekuwa nikitetea watu wa mjengo. Enda pale social media utaona. Mjengo chema. Acha na social media, just go on Google. Google mjengo chema. Kama nimetetea watu wa mjengo bila kitu, bila kupewa anything. If I'm pushing for the rights of site workers, bila kupewa anything, bila mshahara. But if watu wangu, it's like fighting for your family. If I've been fighting for someone who I don't know. So I've been doing these things. Legislation, we push the government to implement proper policies for the site workers. I represent them. Sometimes we go to meetings, I represent them. I have to speak on their behalf because there are too many. So if I can represent this community that is not part of my people, what about my people? Yeah. So I have a lot of things that set me apart from all other leaders. But I believe brokers, there's no leader who thinks the brokers should go. I think I'm the only leader who thinks brokers wanakusumbua. So that sets me apart from all others. Nice. I believe. But the people will decide.
Hii ndio swali yangu ya mwisho. Sitakusumbua tena.
Asante.
Lakini mheshimiwa, napenda how you talk.
Thank you so
much. Stories zako ziishi. Sasa naona ningebadilisha position juu.
Nilisema
this is my story. I change position juu ilikuwa iko tamu. So hii ndio swali yangu ya mwisho kabisa. What's that one thing that you will say to you utafanya and itakufanya okay different from the current MCA and the past? Tasema the past kweli. Wacha niseme current ndio ameenda miaka 15. What's that one thing utafanya?
Sijui kwa nini nisukuma huko kabisa. I don't want to campaign. I'm not campaigning. I'm just a disclaimer. Yeah. That's a very unique message. You see, ukipata gari town na unaishi Muslim, ama unaishi Macedonia, unasemanga unashikia Kawangware, right? I want to change that narrative. There's a reason why mtu anasemanga anashikia Kawangware or anashikia Lavington, but nobody says Kabiro. Nobody says I'm going to Muslim. Nobody wants to be associated with Muslim and Macedonia. And, you see, we need to change that narrative. So going forward, utasikia Kabiro will shine. Kabiro will shine. Kabiro will shine. I just want to give you hope that Kabiro will shine. With a green party, Kabiro will be clean. With a green party, Kabiro will be with 0 brokers. With a green party, Kabiro will be the talk of town. With a young, energized, and a man with zeal, Kabiro will be talk of the town. Because kila siku tutakuwa ground tunasafisha, kusafisha.
Sawa. Otongo Dagoretti, not Kabiro order. Mmesikia mheshimiwa amesema, and we are coming towards the end of it, but hatuwezi maliza bila yeye kutuambia message kwa watu wa Dagoretti North. Kabiro, so mwisho nakupea hatuko mbaya sana, hata kama tumepita kidogo. I'll give you 3 minutes. Talk to the people of Kabiro. I think we will use this one. Use this one.
Thank you so much, Kabiro residents. Kwa majina naitwa Maxwell Changilwa Amugune aka MCA. Mimi ni site workers rights activist, natetea site workers. Mimi ni kijana wa Kabiro. I want to tell Kabiro residents, let's not get tired. Tusichoke kwa sababu change is coming. Here as your son, as your brother, as one of you. And I want to give you hope because Christ is the one person who is above all. And your tomorrow is going to be greater than today. So I want to empower you. Nataka nikujaze nguvu na ukumbuke kwamba change inakuja, but change ni wewe.
So guys, we've come to the end of this wonderful show. Kwanza mheshimiwa, ningependa sana kusema asante.
Thank you so much.
You made time.
Thank you so much. My apologies.
Haina shida.
I'm getting here late.
So my people of Dagoretti North Kabiro ward. Amesema yake. The decision is on your hands. Ni nyinyi muamue. As mheshimiwa, we will keep in our prayers because we
subscribe by then. Subscribe, like, comment hapo chini. Let's know what you think about Boom family. Mazee our set was support sana. We need to get a very good studio here by next year. Hii mwaka ikiisha mazee, we need a good. I see great people here, young people. I love young people mazee. Let's support this studio. Itabidi tuweke hapo till number mazee. Eka till number kwa studio. We need to support the hub of leadership. The hub of leadership. We need to support this studio, the only studio in Kabiro ward, and mazee mimi na support this studio mazee. Tuweke hapo link na paybill.
Tutaweka paybill.
Yeah.
Hiyo producer na director.
Tukujie t-shirts. Hebu ambie t-shirts ni how much.
But they, as I said earlier, this show is sponsored by Boom Family. The only football club in Dagoretti North that empowers its members. We do printing, it's a charity. That's why on a merchandise. We also do cyber here, and we nurture football. My name has been Matthews Katambani. Thank you for tuning in at the Hub of Leadership. Till you next time, bye bye.